Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another friggin' review. Today, I've got stuffed Pop-Tarts. Normally they are stuffed, but these are super stuffed. Kind of like a double stuffed Oreo. These are double stuffed Pop-Tarts. They went and tried to reinvent the wheel here with the Pop-Tart. Have you ever complained, man, there's not enough stuffing in the Pop-Tarts? I've never said that. I've actually, I think just the Pop-Tart design as a whole is flawed. It's too dry. The frosting's not that great. Like the whole, and the flavor profile is not there. Like I'd rather have they're crumbly and just like kind of meh. I'd rather have a toaster pastry strudel, toaster strudel. But you saw my last, if you've seen my last toaster strudel video, you know I do not like that Pillsbury dough, man. These are super stuffed, 50% more filling, but you get one less tart. They usually give you what is it, four packs of two, so you actually get three less tarts here. I don't know. They give you 10.9 ounces. I don't know how many ounces come in a normal Pop Tart box, but these were more expensive than the other Pop Tarts, just like marginally so. So this is a premium product, and they're wrapped as like one. You only get one tart per wrapper. Camera, camera, did I fucking tell you to share my messy fucking room with the class? Literally didn't. I thought I turned off hand signals. Stop it. It's not tracking's not even on. What are you? Unreal. Okay. Forget you saw any of that. We're not talking about me. We're talking about Pop Tarts, okay? These 230 servings per pastry. So coming in under, the calorie count of two Pop Tarts, but more than one Pop Tart. That's to be expected. We've got enriched flour. I love my enriched flour. High fructose corn syrup, sugar, soybean oil, palm oil with TBHQ. That's an acronym for something I do not know what it is, but it's not good for you. It's for freshness, of course. What the FDA constitutes as fresh, that's God doesn't even know. Fructose, corn syrup, wow, just straight up fructose. Modified food starch, it's modified. Glycerin, strawberry puree concentrate, that's down towards the bottom of the list. Apple powder, they put apple powder genes, contains 2% or less of salt, cornstarch, citric acid, fruit, and vegetable juice for color. No red 40, nuh-uh, no more. Cellulose gel, cellulose gum, natural and artificial flavor, wheat flour, ooh, more flour. That's not enriched though. Baking powder, gelatin, baking soda, wheat starch, paprika for color, and soy lecithin. The lengths they have to go to not say red 40. Super jammy! These are super jammy. They said more filling. Camera, come on. Camera, I can't read that. They said more filling would be impossible. We said hold our wrapper and 50% more filling later we've done it. Dig in. Did they actually like measure that? Is that real? Is it actually 50% more? Or is that some bullshit number? Caution: is pastry is overheated, frosting or filling can become extremely hot and could cause burns. Due to possible risk of fire, never leave appliance unattended. While in use, children should be supervised. Appliances vary. Be sure your appliance is clean and functioning correctly. Times given are approximate. Okay. 48-gram toaster pastry. So they have so one toaster pastry is 48 grams. This has five in it at 310 grams. 310 divided by 5, that's 62 grams per pastry. Okay, so wait, but you normally get a 48 gram, you normally get 48 times 8, so 384. So you are getting less grams of pastry per box for more price. This is a way of masking shrinkflation as a premium product. You're getting less stuff for more money, but it's different. It's different stuff. But that's kind of like the unfilled toaster strudel, where you're getting. I mean, you're not paying more money, but you're getting less stuff for the same amount of money, but it's a different product. It's not, we're not just jipping you. We're not, oh, slur, we're not just scamming you. No, this is a different product. You can't expect it to be the same price. This is super stuffed, okay? And you're gonna pay a little bit more on the dollar for your super stuffed Pop Tart, okay there, liberal snowflake. You're just gonna have to deal with it because the price of diesel is too damn high. We can't we can't afford to be giving away free Pop Tarts. Not in this economy. It doesn't even seem like a bigger Pop Tart. It doesn't even seem like it just seems like they put one Pop Tart. I think I got scammed. Dude, I think they fucking scammed me. I think I got scammed by fucking Kellogg's again. Who makes Pop Tarts? Poptarts.com? Who makes Pop Tarts? Does Kellogg's make Pop Tarts? Who makes Pop Tarts? Dude, they don't even put the brand name on it. They don't want you to know. They're shame. Kellogg's, yeah, distributed by Kellogg's, Battle Creek, Michigan. That's where Airsoft Fatties came from. It doesn't even feel like a big Pop Tart. It like when I look at does it say it says enlarged to show texture? I'm thinking I'm getting a huge Pop Tart. Dude, this is just one Pop Tart. Holy shit. No way. This is just a fucking pop. That's just a fucking Pop Tart. That does not strike me. If you put this up next to a fucking normal Pop Tart, I'd be like, ah, what's the difference? Because seriously, like that's just a normal Pop Tart. Oh my fucking god, dude! Shrinkflation is reaching whole. It's scamflation. The scams are inflating. That's got a different color to it. They couldn't achieve the nice red color that they can with the red 40 dye. It's got like more earthy tones to it. Kind of looks like puke. That doesn't seem like a super stuffed Pop Tart. Let me crack it open, dude. That's just a fucking normal Pop Tart. That's just a it looks like it's more stuffed, but I'm telling you, this is just a normal fucking Pop Tart. 50% more in Pop Tart stuffing does not is it they 50% more filling, super stuffed. I would say like 100% more filling is super stuffed. This is I don't know. This just seems like a normal fucking Pop Tart. I think I got scammed. I was under the impression that this is gonna be like a heartier Pop Tart. This is gonna be like I just eat one, because they give you the two Pop Tarts per pack. You eat both, you're good. You eat one Pop Tart, it's like, I could use another Pop Tart. This is a scam. Can I get reimbursed for all the red 40 I ate? Like if they knew it was harmful, but it was so cheap and so easy they did it anyways. Can I get my money back? Can I get can I get financial compensation if you or a loved one has consumed red 40? They wouldn't be able to afford that. They need a government bailout. I'll take it. I'm okay with the government going into debt if the people get the money, because it's their money anyways. Let's be real. The government doesn't make its own money. They just loot and steal. This is a fucking scam. Okay, there's more filling, and maybe they're right. It's 50% more filling. They didn't say 50% more Pop Tart because 48 gram Pop Tart. I don't know. There's 50% more grams of Pop Tart, but the Pop Tart isn't entire. The grams of there's like the shell. That wait. I don't know. I feel like maybe they're lying. I'd have to run some numbers. But hmm. Well, no, because it's the same shell, right? Let's look up what TBHQ is, because they put that shit in a lot. TBHQ. Church Puto, dude, I can't even pronounce this. This is the most alien fucking thing they've ever put in food. So alien, you'll never see it come up on packaging as its full like legal name. It's always abbreviated to TBHQ. And you read that and it's like, what is that? Like H2O? No. For freshness, they add after the fact. But there's other things in here for freshness. Like what is cellulose gel? They don't say as binder. Citric acid is for freshness and a little bit of flavor. But like they have to add TBHQ for freshness. Because you'd be like, what the fuck is that? And then they say, for freshness. And you're like, oh, it's fresh. Yeah. Oh, it's fresh. But in reality, if they were like, tert hyphen butyrhydroquinoline. I don't even think I said that right. If they put that on the fucking package, first of all, it costs them more in ink than putting the entire sentence of with TBHQ for freshness. But it would also deter you. You'd be like, "That's a fucking science experiment. Why am I gonna eat the in foods? TBHQ is used as an antioxidant preservative for unsaturated vegetable oils and many edible animal fats. So it prevents oxidation of oil. That can't be good to consume. How is that good to eat? The European Food Safety Authority and the United States Food and Drug Administration have evaluated TBHQ and determined that it is safe to consume at the concentration allowed in foods. I mean, so are bugs. They also say bugs are safe to consume in the concentration found in foods. What happened to what? Give me back my video preview. But you don't see me going around eating bugs, right? 200 milligrams is the allowed stuff. It has not been approved in Japan. Hence, import of food containing TBHQ for selling is not allowed in Japan as of 2007. And I don't know, Japan's pretty smart, I feel. Like not to be like one of those guys. In perfumery, it is used as a fixative to lower the evaporation rate and improve stability. It is used industrially as a stabilizer to inhibit autopolymerization of organic peroxides. It is used as an antioxidant in biodiesel. Polaroid uses it as a photographic developer in their black and white and reclaimed blue films. Dude, this is the Teflon of food preservatives. Like what? It is prime. Its primary advantage is to extend storage life. At very high doses, it has some negative health effects on lab animals. Oh, well, lucky for me, I'm not a lab animal. Such as producing precursors to stomach tumors and damage to DNA. Oh, there's another chemical that does something similar to that effect. Like the artificial sweeteners that the European Food Safety Authority and the United States Food and Drug Administration also approved, evaluated and determined to be safe to consume at the concentration allowed in foods. They didn't say that it's safe, right? It's not a blanket safe because in high amounts, I mean, anything in high amounts can kill you, right? Too much water is poisonous if you drink it too much. So the FDA has determined that water, we've evaluated and determined that it's safe to consume at the concentration allowed. Ah, thank you. And bullets. We've evaluated and determined that bullets are safe to take in the concentration allowed. Granted, that being zero, but we have evaluated and determined that they're safe at the concentration allowed. Plutonium, thorium, has been evaluated and determined that it is safe to consume at the concentration allowed in foods, which also is zero, mind you. But someone paid us to say that, so we're not going to not say it. Now, come on now. So let's keep reading about the high dose effects. Granted, you'll never reach the eat 1,000 Pop-Tarts and you're never going to reach this high dose. Should you still put it in your body? Kellogg's thinks so because it helps their bottom dollar. It lets the Pop-Tarts stay on the shelves longer. It pushes the product better. Because really the bottleneck for profit in the food world is the expiration date going bad. And so we can just spend a little bit more at the cost of lowering the expiration date of our consumers, which they don't even matter to begin with, right? Let's be real. Let's be real. Raise your hand if you think the average consumer matters. Put your fucking hand down! I'm trying to make money over here. Jesus Christ. Can't you just let a billionaire live a little? Come on. You're really going to try and hinder my profits? I'm trying to kill you. I mean, I'm trying to feed you. Don't bite the hand that feeds. Let me fucking put a little bit of TBHQ. Let me put I can't even say it. Let me put a little bit of terpbutylbutylene. How the fuck do you pronounce this? Google, tell me how to pronounce this. I need to like hear this. This is such a foreign thing. I need to hear it. Tertbutylhydroquino. Holy fuck. Butylhydroquinone. Tertbutylhydroquinone. Holy fuck. They be putting tertbutylhydroquinone in our shit, dude. Can you believe, like, do you really want to eat tertbutylhydroquinone? Tell me. Be honest with me. Do you really want to eat tertbutylhydroquinone? No! That's why they call it TBHQ. Because TBH, it's not good for you. Like, if we're being real. A number of studies have shown that prolonged exposure to very high doses of TBHQ, terbutahydroquinone, may be carcinogenic, especially for stomach tumors. Oh, stomach tumors in your tummy, no good. Other studies, however, have shown opposite effects. Those studies were paid for by opposite people, including inhibition against HCA-induced carcinogens by depression of metabolic activation. Oh, okay. It makes your tummy less receptive to activating. No? And then therefore less tumors. Smart. For TBHQ and other prenolic antioxidants, TBHQ was one of several and not the most potent. Yeah, not the worst offender. Hey, it's not the worst offender, mind you. And reduction of nitrosim-induced carcinogens likely due to blah, 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 blah. The EFSA considers TBHQ to be non-carcinogenic. What is the EFSA? European Food and Safety Authority. Yeah, well, a 1986 review of scientific literature concerning the toxicity of butyrhydroquinone determined that a wide margin of safety exists between the levels of intake by humans and the doses that produce adverse effects in animal studies. In addition, butyrhydroquinone has been identified by high throughput screening as having potential immunotoxin effects in 2001. Oh, very nice. It was previously reported in 2014 that butyrhydroquinone enhances allergy response in mice by promoting Th2 cells through NRF2, whatever the fuck those letters mean. Experiments on its genotoxicity at high doses are inconsistent. Oh, very good. It's oxidized from TBBQ. Oh, may be responsible for some toxic effects. There exists a wide margin of safety between the food and blah, 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 blah. There have been reports of vision disturbances in individuals exposed to this chemical. You know, that's just great. I think it's just great. What the fuck does the tert mean? Tertiary? What is tert? What is the tert in butyrhydroquinone? Butyrhydroquinone. What it tert butyrhydroquinone? What is the price? What's the price of what in raw? What is price per kilogram? $5 to $30 per kilogram for food grade bulk orders to over 100 to 200 for small high purity laboratory quantities. I'm buying it in bulk. I'm Kellogg's. I want to buy 1,000,000 pounds at a time. How cheap is this shit? Does this get produced in a lab in China? I think so. UK source materials. Okay. Okay. It's from the United Kingdom. They be on they science shit. I want 2,500 grams. How much is that? Only $300. That's cheap. And they're probably okay. It doesn't even say that it's in there. It literally says it's soybean and palm oil, and then it says with TBHQ for freshness. So they be putting the butyrhydroquinone in the soybean and palm oil, but they won't tell you like how much. You don't know how much concentration of TBHQ is in your Pop Tart, is in your hot fries, is in your fucking Fritos or Cheetos or Doritos. You don't fucking know. You just don't fucking know. And I think that's exactly how they like it. They'd rather you just not fucking know. Because what does it matter to you? Huh? What are you, some sort of fucking thinker? What are you, some sort of genius genius? Are you Einstein? Diddy Blood thinks he's friggin' Einstein over here. Looking up what TBHQ means. Don't look up what the acronym means. It's none of your business. None of your friggin' business. And actually, that I ate half that Pop Tart and my tummy is upset. That upset my tummy. I gotta stop this video. This is 22 minutes. I went off on a tangent. I was so sidetracked by the fact that it's a fucking scam that I got caught up in the other scam they're pulling on top of, like, they also put poison in it at a cheap price to elongate the shelf life to maximize profit. They don't care about minimizing damage or maximizing safety of the product. The number one the number one, I can't even think. What a word am I can't even think, dude. The number one priority for these people at Kellogg's, it used to be to get you to stop masturbating. But at camera, did I really ask you to do that? No. Answer no. The number one priority at Kellogg's is to maximize profit at any means necessary. The only reason they took out the red 40 is because they know they're gonna have to. I don't even think they have to yet. Did fucking Kennedy ban the red 40 yet? Or is it like the ceasefire where we're gonna do it, it's gonna happen, I gotta go take a shit.